Good morning and welcome to Qigong Live Online. Welcome to Mark and welcome to Howard for the class today. It's nice to see you, Howard, every week. It's great to see you here, eh? And of course, my friend Mark. I missed Mark. I missed you on Sunday. So today, slowing down. We're talking about slowing down. Now, the theory is if you slow your breathing down, you slow your aging down. How's that? That's a great thing to understand. So if you can slow your breathing down, you slow your aging down. It can't be more simple than that. We'll just bow and we'll get into the class and I'll talk a little bit about that and I could do some exercises about how to slow your breathing down. Yep. So roll back onto your thumbs. Left hand underneath, right hand on top. Go. Good. So there's a philosophy around your heartbeat, how many heartbeats you get in your lifetime and how many times your heart actually beats. And you only have so many heartbeats that you get an allotted heartbeat. I said this is a theory, so I'm not saying it's my theory, I'm just saying it's a theory. And that when you run out of those beats, then you die. Your heart only has so many numbers of beats. So the logical part of if you slow the heart down, you're going to live longer. That's the logical understanding of that. So if your heart's not beating, it's not stressed and it's beating really fast. And it's not stressed beating, but the cortisol and anxiety and stress, because it makes the heart beat faster. But there's a few things that make the heart beat fast. We'll talk about those shortly. So if you can slow the heartbeat down, every heartbeat that goes slower, you get that one at the other end. You get the beats at the other end, so you can live longer. So part of the Qigong, of course, is with the breathing, is when you breathe slower, and you inhale and exhale slowly, the heart slows down. It starts down the beating capacity. It also helps with the vagus nerve as well, so it brings calmness to your nervous system as well, when you slow down. But our fun, of course, today is about slowing down and live longer at the other end. But there's also a thing that happens if you slow your breathing down. There's a quality of life you have now because you get more energy, you're more calm, you're more relaxed. All of those things happen inside the calmness of the breathing slowly. So it's important you can understand the process of that and why breathing slowly would be such an important thing about your good health. And of course, the long, slow breath and meditation does it. There's breath practices, breath works. There's lots of things that do breathing these days. And it goes right back. Qigong were doing the breath practice way before breath work was ever invented. Understanding the breath, concept of breath and the different breathing patterns. There's lots of Qigong breath patterns. Yep. And we'll do one of them today, but we're going to do a couple of exercises just to slow it down and to notably slow your heart down. So what I want you to do, if we haven't done this before, we're going to put your fingers on your pulse. You know, your pulse it's on your thumb side, yeah, and you go down just underneath the transverse crease, which is the line across your wrist, and it's on the thumb side of your hand, and you just feel in there, and just feel your pulse. Yep. Now, if you haven't got a pulse, it's not good. You need a pulse. It might be light, it might be really heavy, it might be bouncing your hands. Just feel the pulse. And as long as you can feel it, it's a good thing. But sometimes it can be really deep and it's hard to feel. It doesn't mean you're dead. It just means it's just really deep. But as long as you feel the pulse, and what I want you to do is just notice to yourself the speed that it's beating, the cadence of the pulse. Don't worry about anything about the quality of anything. Just worry about the speed. Now, if you wanted to, you could have also you can do a time of this and you count how many beats per 15 seconds. And then you multiply that by 4 and it'll tell you how many beats it does per minute. And you can do that before your Qigong practice and after, and you notice the difference in your heartbeat and how much it slows it down. So just for this one, we're just going to go really slow just so you can feel this. Good, you got that idea? That's what it feels like. You don't have to do the 15 seconds, but if you wanted to know, that's how you do it. How many beats per 15 seconds, and then multiply it by 4 saves having to count a whole minute. Good, so I can see how fast my heart's beating. Good. We're going to do a really simple exercise. Put your hands on your heart. So for men, put your left hand on your tummy and on your heart with your right over the top. For women, put your right hand with your left over the top. And we're going to do little circles around your heart, yeah? Oh, I can't quite read that. Hang on, question. Make like a tortoise. Harold wrote down, make like a tortoise, exactly. Yeah, that's why they live, and they're really old. And it's interesting, it's a symbology of longevity in Chinese culture, turtles and tortoises. Yeah, exactly. So the weird thing is when you go slower, you actually get more done than if you go really fast, because it's more precise the slower you go, and you actually achieve more. It's a proven thing. It's not flat out and get lots done. And sometimes it's slow and sure get things done. It's the tortoise and the hare thing. So interesting. Anyway, back to our heart. So we're going to do circles in our heart. We know what our pulse feels like. I'm going to go from the top. Now, the direction you're going to do it's anti-clockwise, but it's easier if you do this way. You go top, right, bottom, left. Top, right, bottom, left. Yep. Now, that's anti-clockwise. And we want to go anti-clockwise first. The energy of the heart travels the other way. It travels clockwise. Well, we're going to go anti-clockwise first. We're going to back the heart up, energy up. We'll do this 9 times, yeah? And then 9, and then we're going to go the opposite way, which is top, left, bottom, right, which is clockwise. And this is the way that the energy of the heart moves. The way the energy of all the organs moves is clockwise. The energy in the heart moves clockwise. The energy of all acupuncture moves clockwise. It does clockwise circle. The energy of the whole body goes clockwise as well. So we're going forward, and we're doing 9 times. 7, 8, 9. Now, you can either touch your skin or you can have your hands away from your body, the same thing. And we finish and we do because this is a Taoian practice. Zang Fu Qigong is a Taoian practice. We're going to breathe out through the mouth. And you're going to push your hands in. It's like you're pushing all the perverse chi out of your heart and breathe it out. Yeah. Push it in. And then relax your hands, breathe in. Let all the good chi inflate into your heart. Good. Then push it out again. Relax, breathe in. Push and breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Good, we do it again. 9 times. Top, right, bottom, left. That's the direction of the circles. Goes from the top to the right to the bottom, then to the left. 9 times. As I say, you can touch your shirt, or you can touch whatever you're wearing, or you can just do out for the body, either way. And your mind, your intentions inside your body, inside your heart, and you're thinking of purifying your heart, taking away any perverse chi or any blockages, any blood blockages, any energy blockages in your heart, and you think of dissipating those blockages. Yep. 7, 8, and 9, and then go the opposite direction. Let's go top, left, bottom, right. Now what we're thinking about is tonifying the heart, bringing in all the good chi into your heart. Now, when you're taking the perverse chi out, it goes out through your feet, goes out through your kidney point. But now we're bringing energy into our kidney point, into our heart, tonifying our heart. So we're bringing good energy to our heart. Good. And 9. And then point respiration again. Push in, breathe out. Relax, breathe in. Push, breathe out. Breathe in. One more. Push and breathe out. Breathe in all the good chi. We'll do it one more time. 9 times. Top, right, bottom, left. Any perverse chi, any blocked energy, any blocked blood, the blood flow through the body, get all of the veins and all of energy, that the blood vessels that go to the heart, which is a lot. Of course, there's a lot, because it is, but I mean, no, sorry about that, just made me laugh. I said the blood vessels go to the heart. Of course, they all go to the heart. But I'm talking about the ones that go to the heart's tissue itself. So the heart has, of course, it pumps blood around the whole body. It has the big organs and the arteries that do that. But I'm talking about the blood vessels that actually go to the heart muscle itself, besides the ones that are going through the middle of the heart. The other ones, the ones that's fueling itself. And we're thinking of that. Cool. And then go the opposite way, which is top, left, bottom, right, if we haven't already changed. So we're thinking of that codification of the heart itself, and the blood and the qi and the energy to the heart as well. Energy from the heart gets energy from lots of sources. Yeah, and we'll push it in and breathe out. Breathe in, relax. Push and breathe out. Relax. Push and relax. Relax, breathe in. Good. Now I want you to go back to your heart, feel your heart pulse. Yeah, it's slower. In theory, now it might not be that noticeable, but for a lot of you it will be very noticeable. And you'll notice, oh, it's got quieter, and you'll feel it's got thinner, and it feels like it's got less volume because it'll be more relaxed, because the heart's been pumping blood around the body, and then it's relaxed, and so then it's going to be quiet in the pump, and so it's not so forceful anymore, and you'll find it'll be less forceful and it'll be slower. Yeah, there you go. That's good. There you go. There you go. So that's simple. So there's a breath technique. I'll give you a breath technique from it's a long life breath technique. There's lots of, as I say, lots of different ones. We're going to do a particular one. Now this one takes a bit of practice because as soon as you hold your breath, the body's got to get used to you holding your breath, and you're going to hold your breath for 2 seconds. So you're going to breathe in for 5, hold for 2, then breathe out for 5. Hold for 2, then breathe in for 5, hold for 2, breathe out for 5, and continue doing that. Now, if you've never done this before, it takes a little bit of practice to get used to it. So it'll be okay that it's not going to be instantly just all of a sudden relax and can do that. Yep, so hold your breath and then take a breath in for 5. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Hold for 2. 1,000, 2. Breathe out for 5. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5. Hold for 2. 1,000, 2,000. And then breathe in for 5. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5. We're going to do this about 5 times. Just do it in your own time. Good. There you go. So there's a couple of things, a couple of driving instructions there. I'll give them to you. I didn't want to tell you right at the start because I don't want you thinking too much. So the five every breathe in. So you want to get as much oxygen into your brain. So when we breathe in the 5, it's not up the top part of your lung. Go and just breathing out here. When I'm breathing in, the whole body's breathing. I'm breathing the energy all the way down to my thoracic cavity, all the way to the bottom to the pelvic floor muscles. I'm breathing, the whole thing's breathing out. Count to 5. And when I'm breathing out, the whole lot's going out. To the count of 5, then hold for 2. Then breathe in for 5. Hold for 2. And then breathe out. Now, something magical happens in that time. We were talking about it last week, actually, about the gap between the breath. So when you hold your breath for 2 and you're about to breathe in, as soon as you do 1,000, 2,000, and you relax, because you have to relax to breathe, you've got to relax and go, and then starts breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. Hold your breath for 2. And then you have to relax to breathe out. Relax, and then start breathing out. So you've got to relax to breathe in. Hold for 2, relax to breathe in. Hold for 2, and relax to breathe out. And there's almost this feeling of this instant pressure relief. Like if we talk about a sponge, you squeeze a sponge. As soon as you let the sponge relax, it just goes poof and just goes back to the same size. At least it's a memory foam pillow and goes slowly. But ours generally, our lungs don't do that. Our lungs don't do that. Our lungs don't operate that way. It's better English. It actually fills up really quickly. They inflate quite fast, like a normal sponge. It's actually the bronchioles in your heart. If you've ever seen your heart, your lungs, if you have cut a lung open, you can actually see it's not hollow. It's got a million little. The surface area of a lung is like meant to be something like the size of a tennis court. The surface area. It's got so many little bronchioles and so many openings to the blood system. Quite fascinating. So this sponge with all the little holes in the sponge is similar. And so when you breathe it down and you let it go, and it inflates by itself, and then you relax, and then it squashes down and relax, breathe in. And you get this instantaneous sort of, it happens like a little like explosion sort of, and it breathe in. And then as you relax, breathe out. And there's this time when straight after relaxation, what happens as soon as you relax, the body just expands by itself. You breathe out. And you always get this little jump from breathing out, holding it for 2 seconds, and relax. As soon as you relax, it starts inflating. You get this, like this little explosion of increase or expansion. But then you get the same one at the other end, because if you relax, and then it comes back and just collapses back the other way. I'm using my arms to show you this. That's not the exercise. The exercise you just do standing or sitting quietly and just do the breath. But I'm demonstrating with the hands just so you can see what's happening inside the body. And so that, and the more you relax, the faster it happens, and the bigger the happens. It's like it's instantaneous. Like it's if we put our hand on our tummy and we belly breathe, if we pull our tummy in, push our tummy in to breathe out, push it in, pushes the diaphragm up, squashes the lungs. Now, as soon as I relax the tummy muscles, the diaphragm is going to come straight down quickly, and it's just going to inflate my lungs. Go. Breathe out. Pull your tummy in. Relax, breathe in. It happens this way. I'm making the noise so you can hear me. I normally don't breathe like that, but relax. And it inflates by itself. So we in Qigong, of course, we are only doing the out breath, go, and it comes in by itself as soon as you relax, because you're pushing your tummy in. And it just inflates. So we're all inflating automatically, of course. But we only have to do the other one. It just comes straight back in itself. So the Qigong's about that. So there's two things. So we've done the Zang Qigong for the heart, which we noticed it slowed the heart down. Go back now that we've done the breath practice and have a look and see what your heart's like now. See, it's got quieter again, just from doing the breathing practice. They've done, there's a medical, I think it's a particular name they call it, where you can go and you do a breath practice with a practitioner, and they put you on an ECG machine so you can see your heart beating. And they watch it, and then they do that practice, and then you go and watch your heartbeat and how it regulates your heartbeat from being all over the place to just this perfect beat, just by doing the breath, nothing else. And it's extraordinary how something so simple can have such a profound effect on the body. I always say that things to be right don't have to be really super complicated. Things that can be really useful, or things that can change your life, don't have to be really, 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 you've got to spend months and years practicing. Sometimes it can be just simple. And the effect of it is just enormous from something that's just simple. It doesn't always have to be really difficult to achieve great results. Sometimes it can be a very simple thing, like just breathing slowly and breathing in, and how it changes your mind, how it changes your heart, how it changes your energy in your body, how it changes how you look out into the world, how it changes everything as soon as you go slow. Changes everything. Yeah. We're going to do a heart exercise. We're going to do brace the mountain, because it's to do with the lungs and the heart. We'll rock back onto your heels. Just rock back into the far right shot. Just go to the wide shot, Medi. Okay. So rock back onto your heels. Now you bring your hands up the front. Stay on your heels. Turn your palms towards palms. And then rock forward onto the balls of your feet to your toes when you open. Good. And then rock back to your heels as you close. Stay on your heels and bring your hands down. So the arms, when the hands go up and down, You stay on your heels. The only time you come forward is when you open, you rock forward with the balls of your feet, and then you rock back to your heels when you close, yeah? Good. And then down. That's a long, slow breath in, funny enough, good for the heart and the lungs. You're breathing in from the bottom, stay on your heels. Keep breathing in. And then relax, breathe out. Keep breathing out all the way down. And the same thing we're talking about the sponge. Relax, breathe in. Relax, breathe out. This exercise is going to slow your heart down too. We'll look at it afterwards and see. Breathing in. And breathing out. This exercise from the Taiji Qigong system. It's called Embrace the Mountain. It's a second exercise. Out of the 18 exercises, number 2. Funny enough that they see it that's important. That's right at the start of the practice. Breathing in, because it's going to regulate your heartbeat. Breathing out. Love this exercise. Now, when you're doing this exercise, take your intention into your heart. And this is happening anyway, but when you bring your intention to something, it's going to amplify it. And think of your heart slowing down. Think of your heart being strong and being powerful, but being relaxed and quiet. The word gentleness is a great word for the heart, having a gentle heart. But gentleness doesn't refer to being weak or soft, because the gentleness has lots of power, lots of strength. The power and the gentleness and the power and the quietness, not the emptiness. Different thing. Perfect. Do a couple more. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Very good. Do one more for good luck. Whatever luck is. I'm not sure whether it's actually luck or whether it's just destiny or providence. I'm not sure. The jury's out for that one. So, go back to your pulse. Feel what your pulse feels like now. Yep, and slow down again. Now my body's rocking forward and backwards. I can still feel the energy moving and rocking forward and backwards. Yeah, that's great, eh? So, with our practice today, we've just added 2 weeks on to the end of our life. How's that? I'm not sure if that's 100% correct, but it feels good to think that by doing these exercises and slowing down, that we add days and years onto our life. People believe you can do one decision in life and do a different path. You can add on years, 10 years onto your life just by choosing a different direction. I think when I stopped drinking alcohol, I think that was one of the turning points. It was over 30 years ago when I stopped drinking. And I think that was a turning point in my life that went poof, off in a different direction. And that one was going to have a certain lifestyle or life expectancy. But as soon as I stopped doing the alcohol, it just went different direction. And there was a whole lot of added bonuses happened on the other side. And I truly believe that. And I think there's lots of things we can do that can just change it and add days onto our lives just by what we do, what we eat, how we behave, how our energy is. I think it just does. But I also encourage you, it's not about living long at the other end of my life. It's about how good I feel every day. It's the quality, not necessarily the quantity of life. And I think by the Qigong and the breathing slow and going relaxed, it just brings a very different quality to your life. And so your life's not stressed and tight. It's actually relaxed and you enjoy it more, you see more, you have more experiences. I think it's a very, very good thing. go the Qigong is, because that was the doorway for me to find this place. So hopefully that's useful to you today. And hopefully it's just saved you 2 weeks of your life. And the rest of the day you'll be relaxed. There you go. Have a beautiful day, everybody. That's great, eh? Roll back on your thumbs. Left hand underneath. Gong. Very cool. So next week I'm away next week, so there will be a pre-recorded class. I've already filmed it, and I'll put it up next week. So it's a new class. We haven't done it before. It's a pre-recorded one, so it'll go up on YouTube next week, the same time that this is on. And so you'll have it to go and do it. And it's a very interesting subject anyway. So come and do that class, and I'll see you live again the week after that again. Yep. And so have a beautiful week, everyone, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Well, you'll see me next week, but it won't be like me chatting to you now. Sort of like that anyway. Bye-bye.